of fourth semester. It is continuity of the same syllabus that we started studying in the third semester. This paper involves some important 15 literary terminologies. Ade, glossary of if you refer any book, the book that discusses the theories, okay, in the market the books are available. Glossary of literary terms. There you will come across various interpretations, meanings, definitions, books available on these theories, etc. Okay. Even in Google search, you will come across a lot of material regarding all these theories. But just by reading theories, you cannot understand. You have to see them culturally, how intact and essential they are in understanding a particular text. Okay. For that, all these 15 terms indirectly are related, directly or indirectly, are relative things to your material, study material. You may be reading a particular text, a novel or short story or a play in other papers. But most of the material selected for the fourth semester, they are all based on these literary terms discussed in post-colonial literature. Means these theories are the base material, base platform for the next performance of the text. Okay. So, in order to understand the modern developments in English literature, in order to understand the cultural developments around us at the global level, it is very, very essential to know the meaning and the influence of all these theories, dogmas mentioned in this paper. Out of 15 terms I have selected, today I have come with 5 important concepts which we are going to discuss in this class. The selected dogmas, theories are: number 1, what is decolonization? Okay, just now I was saying you pre-colonization, post-colonization, decolonization. Or you may say pre-colonial, post-colonial and decolonial. Last year we tried to understand what is colonization, what is colony. The basic word for colonization is colony. The word decolonization is derived from the word colony. Okay. And the next important theory, dogma that we are going to discuss is globalization. You know, many a time we often say that we are living in the global world. Each city has become a village in the global world. Okay. And the word globalization is a part of our business as well as our day-to-day life. And the third important term today that we are going to discuss is subaltern. What is subaltern? We're going to understand what is subaltern. And this subaltern talks of the culture, and that is considered as subaltern culture. In what manner the subaltern culture is different from our day-to-day culture? Okay, this is what we are going to study. Next one is nativism. We often use the word, ask the question whenever we come across a new fellow, which is your native place? What is this nativism? And what is the native place? Is whether nativism has any relation with our understanding of the text, character, mannerism of a personality, or a particular idea. And last and fifth dogma theory or term that we are going to study today is neo-colonialism. Decolonization, neo-colonialism, post-colonialism, pre-colonialism, and colonialism. Out of one word, we have 5 to 6 theories before us. Okay, so these are the terms which are very important from the point of view of British European literature, and the critics are of the opinion that none of the modern textbook is out of the space or structure of the above just mentioned topics. So let us start with discussing what is decolonization. Today's the first term that we are going to discuss is decolonization. Critics are of the opinion that decolonization is a process. It's a process by which colonial becomes independent of the colonizing country. Decolonization, in a way, decolonization was gradual and peaceful for some British colonies, largely settled by expatriates, by violent for others, where native rebellions were enraged by nationalism. Decolonization has taken place in various parts of the world. It was what happened with India also. Okay, so he says after World War II, this was a great development in the cultural world, that decolonization, especially after Second World War, became very popular, and European countries generally lacked the wealth and political support necessary to suppress faraway revolts. So what they did, they also faced opposition from the new superpowers. So Korea was freed in 1945, India was freed from 1947, and Britain left India. Britain left many other countries after 1940s, and this process of leaving a particular country is called colonization, decolonization. ವಸಾಹತಿ ನಿರ್ಗಮನ, ವಸಾಹತೀಕರಣದ ನಿರ್ಗಮನ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಓಕೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಈ ಕೊಲೊನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ದೇಶದ, ಒಂದು ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ದೇಶವನ್ನು ನೋಡೋದನ್ನು ಕೊಲೊನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಲನಿ. India was a colony, Korea was colony, America was colony. Colony of what? Colony of British Empire. As there was a period of colonization in the world history, in the human history, simultaneously a period of decolonization also started in the world. ಜಗತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ವಸಾಹತೀಕರಣಗೊಳಿಸುವ ಒಂದು ಮಾನವ ಚರಿತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತೆ ವಸಾಹತು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರಗೊಳಿಸುವ ಒಂದು ಪುಟವು ಕೂಡ ಮಾನವ ಇತಿಹಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಎರಡನೇ ಮಹಾಯುದ್ಧದವರೆಗೂ ಒಂದು ದೇಶ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ದೇಶವನ್ನು, ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯನ್ನು, ಒಂದು ರಾಜಕಾರಣ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರಾಜಕಾರಣವನ್ನು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋದನ್ನು ಕೊಲೊನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಕರೆದೆವು. Do you agree with this? That is how the British Empire, British rule started in India. But after the Second World War, British Empire took all its military, police power from all these countries and freed countries like Korea, India, and many other countries which were under its control. So this period is considered as decolonial period, the period of decolonization. Okay, Palestine, ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿ, Korea was liberated in 1945, India in 1947, and Palestine in 1948, Egypt in 1956, Africa in the 1950s. Okay, so continuously, and certain islands in 1970, 80s, and Hong Kong in 1897, Vietnam in 1954, Africa in 1962, Portugal in 1970, so Chinese in 1999. Okay, ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಈ ಒಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ದೇಶ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ದೇಶದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ತನ್ನ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ದಬ್ಬಾಳಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಹಿಂಪಡೆಯುವ ಈ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಕೊಲೊನೈಜೇಷನ್, ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಕೊಲೊನೈಜೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲುಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇಡ್, what is the total contribution or the effects of the process of decolonization is the study material or creative material or plot and theories and stories for some of the literature produced during this period. For example, 1940s to 1999, ಜಗತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ 1940ರಿಂದ 99ರವರೆಗೆ ದೇಶಗಳು ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರಗೊಳ್ಳುವ ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ನಾವೆಲ್ಸ್, ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೋರೀಸ್, ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸಸ್, ಸಿನಿಮಾಸ್, poems were produced. So all this literature written by various writers of the world, irrespective of the caste, community, age and sex, okay, they totally define the process of decolonization in different way. They interpret the situation in a different way. So that literature which is based on such literature, such process, political process, is considered as decolonial culture or decolonial literature. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? I will try to elucidate with one example. I was saying you yesterday that today corona is a fact. A day may come in future, based on corona, a literature will come out. It may be defined as the colonial literature in India. Colonialism, pre-colonial, post-colonial. ಈ ಥರದ ಒಂದು ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಚರಿತ್ರೆಯ ಪುಟಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬಹುದು. ಕರೋನೋತ್ತರದ ಕಾಲ, ಕರೋನಾ ಸಂದರ್ಭದ ಕಾಲ. ಈಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ನಿಂದ ಪ್ರಭಾವಿತ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ದ ಆಥರ್, ಒನ್ ಹೂ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸಸ್ the process of decolonization in a particular form of literature, that is called decolonization literature of decolonization. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ?